And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for last week's episode of Supergirl Season 6, Episode 5. This episode was pretty fun. So we all know that the team are literally desperate for any kind of resources that they can find to pretty much help Kara get out of the Phantom Zone. She's stuck in the Phantom Zone. Her father's there as well, but he may be gone. Who knows? She had two portals to get out herself, but when you have certain ways to get out of certain places, things go badly, and then you try it again, also goes badly. So the only two ways that Kara was able to get out pretty much are gone. She's still stuck there. She has no way of getting out, and the team has now become to the point where they have to go back in time to try to find an element that was able to, I guess, was attached to a meteor. When Kara was a young girl, she punched a meteor and it shattered, and I guess this element has enough power to help them build a machine to pretty much get Kara back. And the team decides that, they're going to do it. So mostly just Brainy and Nina. They decide that they're going to go back in time, pretend to be schoolmates of Kara and Alex, and try to, befriend them, but also try not to mess with the timeline, and also try to get what they need from the past so they can help the future Kara. So they actually go back in time to their old high school days, and they're getting ready for prom. Kara's got a boyfriend, which is kind of cool. So that's that. Alex is still overprotective as always. Remember, when Alex and Kara were young, Kara couldn't use her powers. But apparently she's been using her powers in secret. And the town's been renamed to, like, the luckiest town. And that brings out the attraction of Cat Grant. Before she ends up running Catco, she was just a regular journalist who was trying to catch up to Lois Lane. So, a lot of cool little Easter eggs pieces in here we got to see. I don't know if they got the same actress to play Cat Grant to come back, and maybe to digitize her face a little bit to make her look younger. But the girl they got to play her, pretty close. So, she had the same movement, the same walk, same, kind of voice, I guess, to pretend to be Cat Grant. So that was kind of cool. There were some aliens that show up out of nowhere. From what I understand, these aliens are kind of like, I guess, the Collector from Marvel, where they collect specimens and have them fight, or they just want them for their collection. I really don't know. So they came out of nowhere. Apparently they want one of the Kryptonians. They found out there's another Kryptonian on the Earth, but they couldn't go before to try to get one of them because Superman's already there, and you're not going to mess with Superman when he's around. So now they're going to try to figure out a way to get Kara and try to add her to their collection. So that's pretty interesting. And we also get to see Nina and Kara kind of bond more, because Kara for the first time meets another person who's kind of like her. Yes, she has Clark, and Clark is there whenever she needs him, but she needed somebody to be like her friend who's like her age, especially a girl who could just have powers. We get to see Dreamer use her powers, which is kind of cool. They ended up staying over at her house, at Kara's house. Had a little slumber party, so Kara finally felt kind of, I guess, normal in a way. So, I thought that was pretty cool. Brainy ended up hanging out with Kara's boyfriend's house, so, he's trying to figure out how to use technology from the ancient times, or I guess I would assume be the 80s. So that was pretty fun. But and yeah, they had to fix their machine to be able to time travel back. So, things happen where, gotta fix something goes wrong, and that's basically the adventure. And then, of course, the ending, it just has a to be continued to this week's episode, so we have to wait and see what happens. But it was a very interesting episode, and I enjoyed it, and I am looking forward to seeing more, and I hope we get to see Kara come back soon, because honestly, as much as I'm liking the season so far, I just kind of want to see Supergirl, since this is the last season of Supergirl, so we have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, we just gonna have to wait to see what happens. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.